Aaron Neighbour, 130 kilos, 6'6", Melbourne, Australia.
All on the end can really fly once you get the momentum going. Now, Aaron Neighbour from Australia,
yes.
2 Commonwealth Games under his belt, and he gives it a good pull.
He's a specialist in the shot put and discus, and relatively new to the hammer too, but he's a very tall athlete again, 2 metres tall and around 20 stones.
Well, you can see he was just a little off balance at the end there.
Yes, yes.
We'll be seeing him in a minute. But first up, it's Aaron Neighbour, the giant Australian, and he's got a good background in this.
Well, this is a man who really can put the shot. He's done Olympic standard, but he seems to be having problems balancing that stone.
Did it just come out the side of his hand here?
I think the secret is to press that stone hard into your chin, and that's one way of overcoming the problem with the imbalance. It's
Aaron Neighbour of Australia up first in the caber. Neighbour struggling to get to grips with this, and this is over 20 feet and 150 pounds, so even bigger than the Braemar caber. And you've seen this shuffle a few times before, haven't you, Hamish?
Oh yes, but this is certainly one of the biggest cabers in the world, and he's only achieved a degree of elevation there.
That couldn't be more than 40 degrees, really. And if you get your protractor out, if you remember back to maths class, well, that's what David Birkmeyer, the side judge, is doing right now.
Now Scott is predicting that you could walk away with this one.
Yeah, Scott, I think Scott's right.
Oh, right, really?
Yeah.
Why are you so good at this?
You know, it's years and years of training,
Years and years of picking up big stones.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, talk me through the technique. What have you got on your arms?
I've got resin on our arms. It's just to help with the grip. These stones are really strangely shaped, so we need all the help we can get.
Smells good.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's good before a night out.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Smells good. Will he perform good? Now, Hamish, you have been Scotland's strongest man. You've lifted many a stone. There really isn't much technique in this, is there?
No, this is all about brute strength. And this is a very tall man. You wouldn't say he's actually over 20 stones. He's 6 feet 6.5 tall, and it wouldn't seem to be the ideal event to suit him, although he is super confident. Here he is with the last stone.
Well, 22.51 seconds for stone number 3, and he's got it up to his knees. One last effort to get the 4th one over. Oh, and a huge roar. And that 140 kilo stone, over 300 pounds, goes up and over.
Well, that's definitely the time to beat.
You can see he used his arms and his hips to throw it over in the end. The Australian really has to get some points as well. He's well behind. This final stone, you can see him getting those huge long arms around it.
Well, he has finally come into his own in this event. He's an outstanding shot putter and discus thrower, having competed. Americans seem to have plenty experience with the sheath.
And a misguided missile from the misfiring muscle of Aaron Neighbour there. Just to the side. And that means the Gregor Edmonds in the other semi-final, but first up, it's Ryder on the right against Neighbour, the Australian, on the left. This is for a place in the final, and look how low and hard Ryder drives. He's giving away 2.5 stone in body weight, but Scott Ryder is a pit bull. Neighbour is unceremoniously thrown out of the ring there. Tremendous from Scott Ryder, and even Aaron Neighbour has to applaud how brilliant Ryder's power was. Well, Hamish,